How's the squad looking ahead of Saturday?
Pretty good. We've had players miss a game or miss a week, but most players will be fit for selection for Saturday, if not all of them. So I think Dean Moxey is probably the question mark. He's training. He's been in training this week, but how soon I'd play him, that's down. Or maybe it's a sub, maybe. So we'll. But everyone else fit to go.
Is this one of the hardest team selections that you have to pick for the first game of the season?
I don't think so. I think every game's difficult. The hardest would be a playoff final at Wembley. I can assure you it doesn't get any harder than that. But we've got a pattern, and lots of players have stayed in situ since last year. So, we haven't suddenly got loads of new players in. Any selection is difficult, and actually the bench is always difficult. And the most difficult selection is always the last person on the bench, because you're by definition leaving people out. So, yeah, it's pretty much set in my mind.
Obviously, the last home game was the brilliant victory over Carlisle in the playoff final, and the fans made a great atmosphere at that game. With the redevelopment, two of the stands are obviously out of action, but the hope is that the fans can still create as much noise from the two stands that are left.
Yes, it'll be different. It'll look different. It'll sound different. It'll feel different. We'll have to get used to it pretty quick. The goals are the same size and the penalty boxes and everything else, but it will be different. I mean, it will be different in the first month, be still changing in the grandstand and coming out and the dugouts being that side, yet being an empty stand behind us. So that will be odd. But I think from where I stand, it'll look sort of the same. But of course, from the other side, it'll probably look a whole lot different. But I think we have to concentrate on playing our football, and we have to, I suppose, make the most of what's in front of us. But I think we'll get used to it, and let's not forget it's for a good cause. It's for our own improved facility in a year's time.
Cambridge, obviously in League Two last year and finished the season rather strongly as well, and it wasn't so long ago that played at the Abbey Stadium. So what are you expecting from them?
A tough challenge. I'm expecting. I mean, they've got a very similar setup. Manager who's been there from last year and understands the team, been able to improve it where he wanted to. So he's been there now for more than a season. He understands where he wanted to improve it. So you have to assume that he's developed his team, and they were quite a strong outfit last year. So we will be looking at last year's games against them. We will be looking at what we know about them from last year, because it's a manager who's carried on. I mean, that's the first, in the same way they'll be looking at us, knowing that we've got a personality and a way we play. So they've got a long trip down here in August, which is a real pig of a journey on a Friday. So they'll come down here, a long way to come on an August Friday, and they'll be looking to go home with a win, and as they did last year against us. And we've got to do our very best to. Professional sport, we want to win as much as they do.